Whole Nick DiPaolo, Louie CK thing, man.
Yes,
I can't find the fucking
It's yanked.
Why is it yanked?
Louie had it yanked.
But Louie had a yank.
Yes.
Oh.
From what I understand.
Well, I don't even know what it's about. I heard Louie.
Do tell.
I heard Louie CK and Nick DiPaolo got into it over politics or something. On what show? What were the circumstances?
I don't know. What are people saying? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Was it on another radio show?
No, I don't think so.
Dr. Steve knew about it. He tweeted it.
What did he
and
say?
He just
He
said,
said how unbelievable it was.
There
I'm
was
like, thanks, Dr. Steve, but I haven't heard it. So how about a link that I could click on?
Well, maybe we could have asked him about it if someone hadn't rudely hung up on.
Can we call
the
fucking
good
ass
doctor.
hair wine and just see? Because you know Dr. Steve's wine, when he runs out of ass hair, he liquefies skin tags, and that one really gives it its flavor. Yuck.
I guess we should send raw material down to Dr. Steve so he can make his next batch of wine.
Oh, yeah?
It's easy to find. Just go through your front yard.
I'm willing to give up some of my fluids. Are you?
Well, sure, yeah. Little piss, little shit. I have no idea what the problem was.
Apparently they had an argument, got out of hand,
Yeah? But where?
Who was it?
How is there a tape of this?
Okay, here it is. I know Jimmy doesn't want to be gossip Gertie, which is fine. But was anyone on stage at the time?
Not sure.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you know about this, obviously.
I've heard about
something
it.
about it.
Could you fill in some of the blanks?
Who's going up the mountain in that thing?
What? That's
Oh
rock
my
climbing.
God, that's crazy.
You never rock climbed?
No!
That's insanity.
In South Africa, you got to rock climb. That's how you get away from the fucking people who are trying to cut your head off. Fucking whitey.
Safer.
All right, Dr. Steve is back on the line.
Drunk from his own ass hair.
Dr. Steve?
Hello, shitty wine giver. How are you?
I enjoyed your wine. It was.
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I seem to have been I must have hit the end button on my.
Nope, it's called learn your lesson.
Operator, I think we've been disconnected.
Yeah. Operator.
What's the Nick DiPaolo?
Yelling, those assholes hung up on me.
What's the Nick DiPaolo Louie CK thing?
All right. Well, when I first heard it, it was on YouTube, and it got yanked, and it seemed very real. They were arguing about politics, and Nick said that Obama was only in because of white guilt, and Louie C.K. made a Nazi reference, and Nick got mad and said, "Look, my dad fought the Nazis. Don't call me a Nazi." And Louie C.K. said, "Okay, I won't call you that, you fucking Nazi." And then all of a sudden, you hear this scuffle.
Yeah.
It went on for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then you hear Nick go, "Ow, ow, I cut my hand, you fucking lunatic," or something like that. And then that was the end of it. Well, Louie then posted something on his blog that said that it was part of a show that they were doing and that it was fake and that it was tightly scripted, but they improvised it, but some extra on the set leaked it, and he was very upset because now the production was contaminated by everybody seeing this.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's
I saw Nick last night. The whole thing was just a bit that they were doing for Louie's new show.
Wow.
Some fucking extra recorded that and fucking posted it. You fucking believe?
What a dude.
Real.
What's that?
He posted it as if it was real.
That fucking cocksucker. I hope that fucking guy never works again for violating that on a set.
Wow, that's fucked up. All right, it makes sense now.
What a prick.
Yeah,
really despicable.
It was bad.
Dude.
And I actually did my second post because I had just posted something like, "What the heck was that about?" Does anybody
Language,
know?
Steve.
And I got somebody posted me a link to Louie's blog, and I did post that on my Twitter just so everybody would know it was fake.
I would love to get Louie on the phone or just see how he feels about this extra posting.
Of course.
Oh, he's probably livid.
Louie called us last week, I think it was. He listens every morning, so.
No, he doesn't.
I swear to he does.
He's fucking passed out in his diaper-like undershorts.
Oh, he really listens.
On his fucking stomach with his red freckles. Fuck Louie and his mother's cunt with a fucking rolled-up newspaper.
All right, Steve.
Yeah, he's got freckles on his penis.
I still don't understand what Nick was upset about.
That's what I told Nick. I saw Nick last night, and I said what gave it away for me was. We
got Louie right here.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, man. Louie's a big star. Dr. Steve, you want to have the pleasure of being on the phone with Louie?
Absolutely.
All right.
The point is, does Louie want the disgrace?
Oh, no, you
Good.
You are a douche.
Louie!
Hey.
Hi, Lou.
What the fuck? What's
up, guys? Who's there?
Hi.
We got Jimmy.
Jimmy Norton and Anthony and Opie and Danny.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We heard about the whole brouhaha, Lou.
Yeah, everyone's calling us about this clip, and I guess we're trying to get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, it was. We were shooting a scene for my show with Nick playing pretty much himself and me playing myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea was just that we get, like I do it. So first you see me on stage, and then you see Nick on stage doing his inflammatory right-wing material, and the crowd doesn't like one of his jokes. So then we were upstairs at the at the All-Tree, and he says those people are hypocrites. And I start giving him shit for being I do it all the time. I'm like, hey, well, maybe you did better at the Hitler Youth Rally. But there again. And, he's like, ha, liberal douche, and whatever. We're just giving each other shit. But then it ratchets up and it gets ugly. But it was scripted and planned. It was a written piece.
Right.
But it's funny because the idea was I wanted it to seem really nasty. I wanted it to get out of hand.
Right.
I wanted it to feel like we don't curse until, not really, till we start getting into the fight and we start saying fuck a lot, and I'm going to bleep those. But it's supposed to feel like we were shooting a scene and it got ugly. That was the way it was scripted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it. I'm making breakfast for my kids right now. Anyway, so we shot it a few times, and we did a pretty real fight, like a little, just really awkward guys in their 40s slapping and then grappling,
Yeah.
And so we did it a few times, and then some guy who's an extra on the show, somebody who we hired, some fucking asshole brought some device and recorded it. And he posted it on his Twitter saying that it was a real fight.
Jesus.
What a fucking piece of shit,
dude.
No, it's the most obnoxious thing anybody's... I mean, here's the thing. For my feeling is that if an audience member comes and records shit and they YouTube it, it's really annoying, but I get it. Because they just don't have the same... They're just not in the same world. They don't get what in the ass that is. But this is a fucking person who we hired, who we paid to help us on the shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And he did this. It's just really, because now it's like contaminated the shows going on. I don't want that material out there. I don't want it to be on the Howard Stern show. And also, I got Nick to go to extremes of his political views, and I did on my end too. Neither of us believe any of that shit. We were just getting mad.
Yeah, so in the context of just, hey, this is real, it makes you guys look like fucking, assholes. No,
to both extremes, because I don't think Republicans are Nazis. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said. And, and he doesn't say shit like white guilt. That's a very cheesy version of Nick, but I pushed him to do it because it got us to this place. And also, Nick and I have known each other. We used to be roommates. We've known each other for 23 years.
Yeah.
We never have agreed politically, but we can talk like people.
Of course.
The thing that's great is, and this is where I knew, because I know you guys, that I thought it was, when I heard the word, like, you called Nick a Nazi, and he went, my dad fought the Nazis. Knowing Nick, that wouldn't have gotten him mad enough to be physical, because I know the guy.
Yeah, I'm a Nazi. What about
By the way, his dad was 7 in World War II.
Exactly, and he wouldn't have fought the Nazis anyway. He would have given them rides.
His dad was a real badass. Or he fought for the Germans, who used 7-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened now with this fucking extra?
What's that?
What happened with this extra now? What did you fucking...
Well, we're going after him. I mean, I've never wanted to, I mean, I don't know. I guess I got to be careful because my lawyers are writing them letters and stuff.
Lawyers, that's good.
Exactly.
In this case, it's warranted. When you violate that on a set, when you record private material and post it, did he get anything personal out of it? Like, did he appear anywhere with it?
No, he put it on his Twitter. It's funny how fast stuff goes. He put it on his Twitter, and it went up, and then next thing you know, it's on YouTube because somebody, I think it's a fan of you guys, one of your peeps, type of people, an O&A fan, found it, and so there was 2 pieces, and he put them together, and he put pictures over it. You know, people do that now.
Oh, right.
So he did that, and he put it up. Now, the YouTube guy is where the Stern Show got it, and that's where it got most of its exposure off of YouTube. But I wrote that guy right away and said, take this shit down. It's not meant to be out there. And he took it down right away. The YouTube guy felt bad. He didn't know. Once it's out there, then everybody else has a right to go at it.
Yeah, he didn't know.
So
he was just posting what he thought was newsworthy. And the violator is the extra. I know you don't want to say who he is. That's fine. But was he an actor or is he a comedian?
He's an actor. He's not anybody I'd known. He's an extra. I mean, you know, they like to be called background, but who gives a shit?
He's an actor. He's a guy who couldn't get fucking the speaking parts.
He's an extra, and his Twitter page says that he's a filmmaker extraordinaire, and he has a headshot of himself, like with his arm up, like with his hand behind his head.
No.
Yeah. If you go on Twitter, his Twitter name is Robert E. Taylor, all one word.
All right.
Robert, the letter E. Taylor, all one word. If you search for people on Twitter, you'll see his stupid face.
There it is. Look at the picture.
By the way, on the set, I remember him. I remember looking over and going, ugh. What is that doing here?
Hey, can you get that picture better? Yeah, blow that picture up. I want to see that horrid, fucking awful hack actor picture.
We actually moved him. He was sitting right behind me in the scene, but we moved him because he was wearing this powder green shirt that was just stupid.
His smoldering look really annoys me.
Oh, yeah.
Look, he's got his bedroom eyes on.
Yeah,
That's laying back.
He's taken down all of the stuff that he posted, because he also posted a picture of me I was taking a nap between takes in a closed set surrounded by my crew and cast. I took a nap, and he took a picture of it and posted it and said, this is him after the fight.
But
what a fucking asshole.
Shit.
And he thought this was going to work out for him? What?
I don't know what
a dummy,
I think
man.
people just don't care. And again, I'm going to say again that if it was just a person who's outside of show business who thinks, hey, cool, look, I got inside of this.
Yeah.
You know, I was at this show and I saw something weird happen.
Yeah, of course.
I get it, but this is a person who...
That you hired.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 things. It's just a generational thing that people don't, when they're working for somebody, they don't understand that that's a sacred thing. Somebody's paying you, so you should want to do your best for them. But, you know, so part of it is just me. I'm 42 looking at this guy who's probably 20, whatever. Hope he's dead soon, whatever, however many years. How many, you know, his age 9 months ago that his disgusting parents shoved their fucking penis and vagina together.
Jesus. Awesome.
But you know what, Louie, even though he is young, there's certain things that you just know. Again, if you said if he's an audience member, they just don't live in the world. But he's a guy who should know better. He's on a set.
Yes.
You don't fucking do that on a set ever. I'm a fucking picture whore, and I love photos. I would never ask on an active set, ever.
It certainly isn't.
No,
It's not going to help him, obviously. So.
What a
I
dummy.
don't care about sharing. I've always said, like, because sometimes people come to my shows and they put my show, like, they'll record it on their cell phone, they put it on YouTube. I never get mad at these people or tell them, like, I don't go, you're stealing from me.
Right.
I just tell them, hey, this is new stuff and you're actually hurting me creatively. I'm trying to put this stuff out carefully, and they always take it down. This isn't about, like, someone stole my property. It's about, let me finish the fucking show before people hear it, idiot.
Yeah, and you know, Louie is about sharing. It's like Lou's motto is share and share alike. I've heard him say it many times. It's on bumper stickers that he sells after shows. I'm not against sharing. Fuck your mother.
It's how your mother is about the virus.
My mother's not about the virus. She is the virus. Her name is actually AIDS Norton.
Oh, my God, that's amazing.
That is amazing. And Louie, now the big bummer is you probably can't use this material now?
I'll use it.
You'll figure out a way to make it work?
No, I mean, it's just one scene inside of an episode. And, I mean, I will say the one positive feeling I get out of it is that we acted it well enough that folks bought it to a large degree.
Sure.
I got a lot of emails from people saying, I can't believe that you got in a fight with Nick DiPaolo. And the great thing is, because I wrote it, I win the fight. I cut his hand, and he starts going, get off me, like a baby.
That is hilarious.
That is awesome.
Fucking Nick DiPaolo, get off me.
Look, I played football in college.
Bitch DiPaolo.
Yeah. Nick
and
broke his hand.
I've never run more than 14 feet, and he's going, get off me. like I'm hurting him.
Nick broke his hand punching a heckler. That's why I really adore DiPaolo. He injured himself physically fighting for all comics.
I just love his ideology.
And by the way, the other point of this thing was that Nick and I, we've been opposite sides of the political spectrum our whole lives. We've always gotten along, and I feel like that's also a generational thing because people can't do that anymore.
Right.
With the Glenn Beck and all the Ariana Huffington, nobody can be friends.
Or the Al Frankens.
And disagree anymore.
Oh, Anthony.
And Janine Garofalo.
All right.
Well, he said
Huffington with those in.
He said Huffington.
I don't care.
She's very, very left.
Oh, yeah.
Louis threw one of each in.
I don't care. I throw all of the one side in.
See how I balanced it in? I put in both.
I don't.
That's right. Share and share alike, and let's all get along. Those are Lou's mottos.
What do you want? You want to fight now, Lou?
Yeah.
Tough guy?
Yes. Yes. I'm a freckled pile of shit. That's another one of his mottos.
Oh, there you go. We got to the bottom.
Yeah. I saw Nick last night. Nick was saying how great the piece was. He goes, dude, it's one of the best things I've ever done on film. He might have said it's the best thing he's ever done on film. Okay. He was really raving about you.
Yeah, I didn't know what the fuck was up.
Sick.
My Twitter exploded. I'm like, I don't fucking know. And then the link was gone. I'm like,
No, Nick was great, by the way.
Yeah.
He's so good in the bit. He's like, when we did the fight, and we're standing, he throws water in my face, and then we're standing there, and he does the thing about my father and he's so real. Like, I don't want to, to me, he's like what De Niro used to be before he just became a weirdo.
Oh, he's great.
Like, I haven't seen anybody get that angry on film in an interesting way in a long time.
Right. That's cool. Now I want to see it. Like, in the proper context.
You mean before De Niro started doing awful press conferences? For those of you that know me in New York, there might be a bull here that rages too. Boo.
Boo.
He cannot say anything interesting.
Dude, he can't tell a fucking joke. He's terrible.
It's horrid.
All the equity gone.
Yeah.
I got to go take my kids to school, guys.
You're adorable.
All right, Louis.
See you, Lou.
Thanks, Lou.
Thanks, bud.
See you. Take it easy.
There you go.
Look forward to my call for hopefully doing my Lou.